Everglades. We just passed the pay station, and this is now just a lot of the grass. There's the areas in the park. And on this side here, we're going through some of the pine groves. All right, we're walking out among the freshwater marl prairie. If we look down, you can notice that there is actual water down below us, and these trees, though, they look pretty wintry still. This is called the skeleton forest because these are cypress trees and they look skeletal. Oh, hey, that one's got some needles. Pointing out that this cypress is just starting to sprout for the spring. See the green tufts of needles coming out. There we go. Alright, we're cruising along. We're back sort of looking at the grass, and we're at an elevation of about 3 or 4 feet. There's a vulture. It seems awfully wooded through here, but who knows, maybe on the other side it's just ponds and swamps, or maybe the trees go back a ways. Yep, it looks like they do. Probably got anything to say? Nope. Hold on, over here we see a bit more mangroves, I think. Taller than the ones in the Keys. You can see some of the roots hanging down, like right there. Some other types of trees as well. There's those hanging roots coming in.
Crocodiles as well. Crocodile leather. Very expensive, very pretty. So that was one of the reasons they were hunted. Another reason is, I'm sure you guys have seen on the menus, alligators. It's a good source of meat for people living here, back and forth supermarkets and big farms and things like that. So they were actually hunted down almost to extinction. And then they were both protected. And as we look...
Brown. These aren't red mangroves. The ones that are totally brown are the black mangrove tree pneumatophores. Those are the root projections of the black mangrove that actually come up from the roots, and they're believed to function like the knees of the cypress tree by converting gases, kind of the same function as the aerial roots of the red mangrove. So they can extend more than 30 feet from the black mangrove.
All right, here we are at Westlake. It's brackish.
Wow.
We got mangroves everywhere.
A whole level of flood. Hurricanes.
We got the red mangroves with barnacles and other things growing on. Crossing over the sawgrass here and going over to mahogany hammock. Yeah, the little.
Maybe not phytoplankton.
No, but the
It's a lot higher, and it gives a chance for wildlife to kind of. I think it really will help the freshwater fish, the native freshwater fish, because we've had all this rain. We've also had that super cold January, which killed a lot of the non-native fish, so that could be a good thing for the native fish. Nice snake. Look at him. He's sitting in the sun. He knows
Our
the sun.
first wildlife.
Yeah. See it nice and cool, so they're out getting whatever sun they can get. It's always nice when you see a
Hey, panther
native
is
snake.
next.
Panther, yeah, hopefully.
How do you train them?
Like I said, I just got lucky. I was just lucky in the right spot, but if I could train them, I would. That's pretty good. So we want to look for these little areas of light coming through.
yeah.
Sometimes you see one dropping, and eventually this is what can happen. This one's probably started off on a dead tree that's already fallen over, but they'll often shade out a tree. They'll actually kill a tree over the long haul by putting a leaf or shade siege on it.
There's white birds. There's some close on the shore, and one farther up the shore, and one way on the other side.
All right.
And there's a bump in the water.
A bump in the water.
Between the farthest bird and the middle bird. It might just be a bump.
Might be a bump, like a log,
Yeah.
or maybe
Could
an
be
alligator.
trying to look like a log.
Oh, the dead log approach. It's used by alligators.
Yeah.
But these look like herons. They're fairly pointed beaks. All right, and that's live from the scene in the Everglades. Alan Twig saying good night. ibises and such?